Silver Dollar, this is Brady's mother calling. I just want to make sure that you're not going to be playing that Hotline game with my son. He's too young for that. You know somebody dies in that game?
Here playing Hotline Miami 2. Just came out today, so I was pretty excited to get my hands on this. They didn't really release a lot of copies earlier or anything. I think some of the reviewers got stuff out, earlier today, but that was about it. So yeah, I was pretty excited for this game. The first one came out in 2012, won a ton of awards as a really popular indie game. The game was actually made, I think, originally with Game Maker. I know a lot of people sort of sometimes talk negatively about those games, but this is definitely a great example of the awesome games you can make. So yeah, it's very similar to the first one, but I think the first one was such a great game, you wouldn't really want to mess with the mechanics a whole lot. The art style is awesome. You'll hear the soundtrack throughout this, and it's got, awesome sort of electronic, sort of mellow electronic tunes in the background and stuff. And of course it has that ultra violent aspect and sort of plays with your head a little bit. The story is a little bit more complicated in this one. It's sort of I guess a meta story where you'll see in a sec here. This is kind of creepy. Yeah, that's a little there we go, cut. So yeah, this was like a little bit of a meta story. So part of the story you see, they're making a movie, and it's a bit of a commentary, I guess, on these, ultra-violent movies and games and stuff. But then other parts of this game, you'll see that, you're not in the movie, but you're playing a whole bunch of different characters. So at one point you're playing a cop, and another point you're playing other, I guess, murderers or criminals, similar to the first one. And then sometimes you're playing out these movie scenes. So yeah, it's sort of a really neat mix. It's awesome. It is an interesting story, so it is really fun to play for the story and go through it just for that too. So I'm just going to be doing the first 2 scenes here of Act 1. So I'll have to check how many acts there are. But this is the first act, Exposition. And yeah, again, like just really kind of fun art, interesting. 1991, Miami, Florida, Cocaine Central. Very sketchy place. Maybe it was a bit better by 1991, but definitely in the 70s and 80s it was pretty bad. So yeah, these are the traditional masks that you probably remember from the first one. I mean, they're different, but same sort of theme, I guess. So we got zebra, bear, goose. I don't know, some sort of goose man. And yeah, we're at some party. They're talking about going out, doing another hit. I can't find my own car. I get lost a little bit in these early rounds, but it's kind of fun just to explore a little. And all the levels have the same thing, where if you go outside, it's like this blue empty space, and you're never sure. Like, they do give you these little arrows for direction, but there's not a whole lot of instruction. First scene, Down Under. Corey the Zebra. And the roll dodge underneath his name, that's like his ability. So it's kind of fun. Each character, they have different little abilities, so you gotta kind of play around with them a little bit to see how it works. And it does mix it up a little bit. It kind of makes it more interesting. So yeah, very similar fighting mechanics. You knock guys down. Once they're down, you can, if you haven't already killed them, like that guy, you can break their heads open, and then you get more points for that. And yeah, guts everywhere. Other enemies with guns will kill you very quickly, so the game is definitely tough. It's geared towards trying to do these like perfect runs, and that's what really makes it kind of fun. The levels themselves aren't that long, but you gotta sort of have that perfect run through. And there's tons of different ways of doing it too. You can do it all melee. You can be throwing your weapons all the time. You can do it just with guns. You can play like careful. So yeah, I'm kind of doing like a slow, just to basically getting through my first playthrough, pretty much kind of run. So some of these levels take longer than others for me. I'm definitely not the best player at this game, but I chopped out some of them, and I left in just a few of each run, just so you can kind of get a feel for it, the difficulty or whatever. So this guy's got an Uzi. Oh, I'm so excited to get a gun. Yeah, and some guns are better than others. Pistols are like a bit harder to shoot. Shotgun's nice big spray. Uzi, you'll see in a second. Yeah, this thing is awesome. Just wasting people. So if you could have an Uzi all the time in this game, game would be easy. There on the side, on the bottom left, it says how many bullets you have. Now, I can't remember, but I don't think in the first one that you actually had like an ammo count. So having, a limited amount of bullets is kind of fun. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Yeah, having a limited number of bullets is pretty handy though. It kind of makes it more, it just makes it a little bit more challenging. You got to change your weapons more often. You got that, I don't know, what Resident Evil is like an ammo conservation game. Sort of have that slows the pace down a little bit. Yeah, whew. So yeah, there's not a ton of minions on each level, but each one of them can just kill you in a second. So that's what sort of makes it tricky. We're out of here. I love this love van. All right, beat that. That's the first level down, I guess. And yeah, it gives you a score for each different category, so you can play it a ton of different times and try and increase your score. I'm definitely gonna be going back and trying doing better here. I think I got a B maybe. It doesn't look that good. B plus. Okay, a little bit better than I thought, but mask unlocked. Tony the Tiger. He's seen better days. All right, now in between each level you have, this is like the first game too, where you have these like weird little, encounters. Happy Halloween. You ordered 3 pizzas, right? And like sometimes they're just so mundane, you don't really know what's going on. Like watch out for ghosts, and it's not sure how it ties into the story, but there's just sort of this whole psychedelic overlay, I guess. So you see all these like gangsters here with guns and stuff. One guy's got a bird on his shoulder, and yeah, it sort of just adds to like the trippy feel. Like you never know, like what's a dream, what's not, what's part of a movie, what's not. And that definitely, the feeling you get from the first one. 7:41, October 25th. Yes, wash your hands after you go to the washroom, please. Disgusting. That's probably the grossest part of the whole game. Protest outside the courthouse. All right. So yeah, now we're a different character though. Don't look so good. Oh god, yeah, that guy looks like he's been hit with a shovel a few times. Stressful day. You wouldn't believe what they had me doing. I probably should go home and get some sleep. Alright, you have a nice night. This guy looks like he's cracked out. Nice little purple sedan. I love the cars. They always remind me of the original Grand Theft Auto. The first 2, I guess, before it went all 3D. It's sort of very similar in style, actually, this game. That, like, ultra-violent. Oh, I didn't even realize I was in a level for a second there. Alright, we're already into popping heads. Now, this is a knife, I guess. I wasn't sure what the heck it was. Yeah, so any melee weapon you can throw. Oh, there's just so many guys everywhere. It's hard to see what's going on. Little clothing racks, kind of nice touch. Yeah, you can hold shift. I didn't figure this out straight away, and I forgot it from the first one. You can hold shift and mouse around a little bit, so you can actually see like further than your fixed view. So that can help you like plan a little bit what's going on for the next levels. Doors are always good. They knock guys over if the guy's close to the door, but this is not going to end well, I don't think. Terrible aim. Yeah, the minions are a bit like, some of them are smart. Like, some of them come if you kill someone near them or they hear a gunshot, but a lot of times they just stay still. So, they didn't mean to make it, I don't think, to have like the smartest AI or anything. It's just, but they did make it challenging by the fact that as soon as you get hit, you're dead. So, it does sort of balance out, even if they don't have the smartest computer fighting you. But it is a fun mechanic to fight against, because you can kite them a little bit, but they're pretty quick, so you don't have a whole lot of time, and they do kind of mob you, but it's not like the whole level comes all to you all at once. So that's always kind of fun. Yeah, that little guy with the Uzi there. See, there's those larger rooms. It's hard to see them, and sometimes if you hit a guy and you don't actually kill him, that would kill me so often, because you forget about the guy, and then It's so this level is probably the first level I played that actually, you know, took me a little bit longer. I just had a lot of trouble with all the guys coming in at me, and then this longer room here because they'd snipe you from down low, and I still hadn't really figured out the whole shift thing by this point, so it wasn't the best. Oh yeah, okay. I think there's only one guy left. Ooh. Oh no, okay. There we go. That wasn't too hard. But yeah, I thought I was upstairs here for a second. I guess I actually took an elevator down to the basement. So much blood. You imagine coming into this store afterwards? Good lord. Oh, cops. Alright, let's go out guns blazing. Watch out. Down on the ground. What? You're not a detective. Yeah, I was totally confused when I read that, because, yeah, I thought they like withhold that information from you for a while. So yeah, this is an example where you're playing as like a different character on the other side of the coin, I guess. So yeah, it's kind of fun. You keep jumping around, which is cool. So there's another level down. 63,000 out of 42,000. I guess you got to get 42,000 is like the baseline. Maybe that's the lowest, or just a pass mark or something. I'm not sure. Ooh, going upstairs. This reminds me of Big Bang Theory, that the same stairs all the time. Alright, so we're still the cops, so we're at a crime scene. Serial killer. Wow, shocking. Shocking for this game. Same MO as last week. I'm innocent. They forced me to do it. So yeah, that's like the first one. It's, the guy keeps getting phone calls, and basically it's someone's telling him to go and kill people, but you don't know if it's in his head or if he's hallucinating or if there's actually some crime syndicate that's telling him to do stuff. So they sort of got that story going on, but now you get to see it from the flip side, which is cool. And I was watching, I think it was Total Biscuit's video on it, and he was saying this was originally supposed to be DLC, but then they decided to sort of expand it a bit. And it definitely, looks solid as a standalone game. Definitely seems to be more than just, an add-on. So it is a nice touch, and the price is like pretty reasonable. I think it's, pretty cheap on Steam. So far, I definitely recommend it. Definitely worth the pickup. We're coming up to the end of, I guess, the second scene here. So I'm going to close the video off here. Oh, you get this cool little VCR action. Same when you hit escape on the game. The menu that comes up, it's like you're watching the whole thing on cassette. So that's like the movie theme again, which is kind of neat. This guy's got his... Oh. I don't know if he's throwing up or peeing in the sink. Or doing coke or something. Little Confederate flag on the couch. This guy's a winner. Yo, Eric from Miami Auto Repairs. I feel like you just never want to phone anyone in Miami. This is the impression I get from this game in the 90s. Very bad. Okay, swing by, pick up your car. Oh, what's that? Best service in town. Oh, you pissed off. You pissed this guy off. He's got a whole lot of face. Oh boy. I think we're gonna be popping some heads with this dude. So yeah, I'll come back with some more episodes. I really enjoyed playing this game. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching. See you in game. SLVRDLLR.